Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have a bit of a first timer's guide to Bali. So we are just back from Bali. It was our first time and this is my opinion. It is my experience. I'm not here to offend anyone. I am not here to discourage anyone. I am simply doing this as a experience of my adventure and things that I kind of didn't know or that people told me but I didn't really form a proper idea of until I actually got there. So I have a couple of things and let's just get straight into it. Number one is something you might have heard a lot, but the people in Bali are absolutely beautiful. They are so lovely. All they want to do is help. They're very friendly. Stop and have a chat to some of them. A lot of people are on the street and they're out the front of their stores, they're out the front of their restaurants and they're trying to get you to come in. But with everyone around and even your taxi drivers, even the people at your hotel, even the people at the bar, everyone is so willing to have a chat and to actually get to know you and to give you advice or help you out. And I found that so refreshing and so beautiful. And I think that it's so contagious because when you're there, there's people from all over the world. There's always a different accent that you just can't quite pick. It makes it such an eclectic, dynamic, multicultural melting pot, because it is hot, of personalities and of culture. And I think that the friendliness and the beautiful nature of the Balinese people is contagious and catches onto everyone. You can really make some great relationships and friends for life when you are over there. Number two, yes, the place is a little bit dirty. There is a lot of rubbish on the roads. There is a lot of strange smells. There is even strange smells maybe in your hotel or as you're walking into somewhere really nice. There is a developing sewage system, a developing water treatment system, and there is a developing understanding for rubbish and litter and processing of rubbish and litter going on. We made a new Balinese friend over there who drove us around, and I didn't hold back in asking lots and lots of questions, but it also helped me to understand a lot more about the culture. He had been to Australia several times, so he understood where I was coming from, but I really was seeking to understand where they were at right now, if they were cool with it, and if they were cool with it moving forward as well. And also what we could do as tourists to make it easier or better or contribute or do less or maybe make it less worse. I don't know. So we asked lots and lots of questions and all of those things are getting worked on and they are happy about it because it means that they get to be healthier as well. But in general, he said they just don't really see it. They don't know any different, and so that's just the way it is. But just for you to be aware of, it's not something to turn your nose up at, it's just something to deal with. Just be careful where you're walking, that you don't fall into a hole, that you don't fall in the pavement itself. The pavements are not straight all the time, they're on an angle. There's little artwork pieces sometimes included in the middle and they're not straight. So I would definitely just be wearing flat shoes and I would definitely keep an eye out for what's around you, what's coming. The pathways are very narrow, it's very busy, especially if you're in a city sort of center. You don't want to be walking onto the road and be hit by something, but that's another point. You also don't want to be stepping into anyone's offering, which is often straight out the front of their place of work or their house, and it's offering usually of food and flowers. It's usually on the footpath in the pathway, and you just want to make sure that you're not treading on that because that would be very rude. Point number three is also to do with the cleanliness of the water. And you may have heard, or I hope you have heard, that when you are there, not to clean your teeth with the water coming out of the tap and not to get the water in your mouth in the shower. Now, I actually freaked out about that when I realized just how bad it was. I had heard a lot of stories about people having what they call Bali belly, or the runs, diarrhea basically, for a couple of days just from getting one drop on their mouth. Other people would say to me that those people were overreacting and trying to scare me, but then Ben actually got a little bit in his mouth and he was sick for about 5 days. He still did stuff, it just meant that he had a bit of an upset tummy. So I was vigilant about using the bottled water that they give you in hotels to clean your teeth. And in fact, I didn't shower with my whole body under the shower. I actually just showered like this. And then I actually got Ben to wash my hair in the sink for me, and makeup wipes come in very, very handy to clean your face and anywhere else that you want to clean. Just take them with you wherever you go anyway in your backpack, and take some hand sanitizer as well, just in case. However, when you are at restaurants and when you are in a hotel and they offer you a drink, there's a beautiful tonic drink that they give you that is quite golden with turmeric and honey and gorgeous things like that in there. I think it might be called Jambu or something like that. Really, really tasty drink. Or when they offer you water, if it's a clean premises and you can tell that it's a clean premises, don't insult anyone by asking, but the water is usually fine. You want to be hydrated, so go for it. But also, wherever you can, go and buy a big bottle of water and stay hydrated. Number 4, just because you can haggle in some shops doesn't mean you should do it everywhere. Be polite, be respectful, understand that they are working for their money just as much as you are. And just because their weekly wage is different from your weekly wage doesn't mean you can be an asshole about it. Number 5, there is some bloody amazing food to be had in Bali. If you are a foodie, you are absolutely going to love it. Do your research according to your taste as much as you can, but then just wing it as well. Go with your gut, literally, and you will find some of the best eats you've ever had in your life. We ate a lot of Indonesian food because it's delicious. Also, we found some incredible, like 5-star restaurants that we just were not expecting. Absolutely blew our taste buds out of our mouths. And at one restaurant, which I will link below, we also sat at the chef's table and had an experience that I will never forget, of watching all the chefs and servers prepare our food and place it in front of us, describing exactly what they had done. And it was mouth-wateringly delicious as much as it was entertaining. So I definitely recommend that you go on a bit of a gastronomical adventure while you're over there. Don't limit yourself to just the things that you see on Instagram. It's so much more than just smoothie bowls and acai bowls, and eat your way around Bali. Number 6, the place is smaller than you think, but it takes you a lot longer to get where you need to go. We only went with Bluebird Taxi Group. Don't know about your experience, but that was our experience, and everyone with Bluebird was amazing. The traffic just means that you need to be a little bit prepared, and I mean, just sit back and relax when you're in a taxi, because there's scooters and buses and trucks and a lot of other cars on the road, and there's really not a rule system like we have here in the Western world, so it's actually super entertaining. You are going to need a little bit of extra time to get where you need to go. Number 7, I actually should have started with this one, but it's actually about the airport and how slow it is to get your luggage. So be patient, it's all on Bali time. As soon as you land, you're on Bali time. So just let that process happen, or know that your friends or your drivers or your family, whoever is picking you up, will probably know that it takes a little bit longer after your flight lands to actually get your baggage and head out. And then once you've headed out of the airport, be ready to be bombarded. There are so many people there holding up signs, ready to pick up people or wanting to pick you up and take you to where you need to go, probably at an extortionist kind of rate. So do be prepared and find a driver who can turn up with your name on a sign and pick you up specifically, or go and jump into a Bluebird taxi. Or ask for your hotel to arrange a car to pick you up. Number 8, I've just recently done a what I bought in Bali haul, and it's very, very small, Basically, it's what I didn't buy in Bali. And the reason is you don't really need much over there. If you take over a couple of pairs of swimmers and a couple of bits of cosmetics, including those makeup wipes, you'll be fine. You probably only want to buy a casual pair of cotton pants or a casual dress and a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. And pop on your flip-flops or your thongs, a hat and sunscreen, guys. Even in the middle of their winter, you don't want to end up burnt, but you really won't need to pack very much at all. And if you are worried about anything ending up in your luggage, just get your luggage wrapped. It costs about $15 coming from Australia, and it costs about $8 at Denpasar on the way back. But you really can just enjoy traveling light. Number 9, you can actually get some amazing services over there. For example, Ben got veneers, new teeth done top and bottom, and it was done really, really well. We've made a whole video about that. We'll link it below so you can check it out. But we saved a lot of money doing that, and we also had a holiday so he could recover and chill out at the same time. Totally worth it. Do your research, talk to other people who have had it done before, and see what you can get done. And number 10, we did not have any interest to go to Bali for a very long time, and we felt like we were the only people who hadn't been, and everyone else we knew had been about 22 times, and it just hadn't interested us until we felt called to go. So if you don't know anything about the place, I definitely recommend you check it out, not just on Instagram, not just the Instagram photos. Go and check out some of the scenic travel videos about Bali as well. I will link ours below, but dare to explore what could be possible for you, and maybe then you'll feel called to go as well. We wanted to go over, yes, to get Ben's teeth done, but ultimately we wanted to stop. We wanted to be on Bali time and just completely relax and switch off. And we totally were able to do that for the 13 days that we were there. And we had an amazing, relaxing, healing time. And the next time we go back, we'll probably want to go back with a bunch of friends and have a bit more of a shorter party period. Whatever you're over there for, please do be respectful and enjoy everything that beautiful island has to offer. I hope this has been useful. If it has, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.